Alright, so I'm just going to go over a few of the things that I've done to my car in the 12 plus years that I've owned it. This particular intake here, while pretty cool and JDM-y, I would not recommend it as it is silver and that is horrible for heat. This is the kind of brake fluid that I use. This is a T1R response header, and that's the kind of tranny fluid I use. I've dynoed at 174 horsepower and I think like 152 pound-feet of torque. Those particular tires I do not recommend. The Federal RS Pros, they are not that good. Definitely get something that is more established. That is a spoon upper strut tower bar and an Alpine amp that came with the car. Got the Mugen flat spoiler, and these are all of the different tracks that I've done track days in this particular car. So we go in here to the interior. That is a 350 millimeter Momo tuner wheel with an NSXR horn button and surround. This is a weighted leather shift knob that's actually designed for a 10th generation Civic. So go down here to the pedals. This is an extended gas pedal that is actually designed for an S2000. I actually have one of those on my S2000 as well. Let's look at the seats here. We have some Sparco Chronos. And I have a 6-point Sparco harness. And this is how it is mounted on wedge engineering brackets. And this is how the anti-submarines are mounted. So look back here in the auto power bolt in, cut the holes and ran it through the back interior. Gives it a nice look. This is how you can see how much space that takes up in the rear and how you lose space for the passenger seat. This is how it is mounted to the bottom of the car. I do have an extra plate down there to give it some more surface area, and this is how it's mounted in the rear. These are the stats for my True Choice coilovers. And that's the alignment stats as well. These are the fronts, as well as the stats and the fact that I have the adjustable upper ball joint in order to get that higher degree of camber. The brakes are Carbotech XP8 and everything else is just completely stock Honda. Alright, looking back here, I think I'm just basically showing the Suspension Techniques 25.4 millimeter rear sway bar. And the fact that the whole suspension has been redone with energy suspension, bushings throughout, as well as replacement of a lot of the components, ball joints and everything else. That's a very important thing to do. And here we just have the stainless steel Goodrich brake lines. Not a big deal. Okay, and here's the front tow hook if this is something you want to do to your car. This is how you can do it and where you can mount it. That is from underneath. This is from the back, so you can see it's rusting. And I believe the next video will show that it actually does work and doesn't rip your bumper off or anything. This is me getting towed off of a track. And this is the thing I get asked the most about. These are the kind of things that you need to buy in order if you want to use those track day apps like Harry's Lap Timer and get all the cool features like where it shows your throttle and brake and RPMs and all that sort of thing. These are what you need to buy. And I just have a couple examples of here of those in action. This is Race Render, which is a free app. So you can see all the features and stuff that it has. And the next one is Harry's Lap Timer, which is actually a lot better but does cost $29.99.